There, hello. Sorry, I was talking the whole time. Hello, thanks for letting me know. Okay, audio check. There we go. Yeah, I was talking the whole time. I was like, hello, and welcome everyone. I was saying, yeah, we made it early. This is why I go early for little audio checks. Hey, okay, sound check. Yeah, everything works. But what about the BGM? Does the BGM sound okay? Yeah, let us know. Let me know. And yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes this happens when I plug in my PS4 controller. Sometimes uh the mic gets taken over by the controller. Yeah. Um I just wanted to go on early to chat with everyone and ask how everybody's doing. Oh my gosh. Ooh, doing Cyberpunk. Ooh, let's see. A 5090 theme building. Yeah. Yeah, another graphics card building. We could. Because one of the poll was the garden, so we'll be talking about that later. Yeah, so in our community tab, before all our streams, we post stuff in the community tab, so you could also comment. A lot of people they don't comment on there, and I take those. I take those suggestions, so do that too. Let me see. Actually, I'm kind of curious now if people left any comments. So let's see. Um. Ooh. Right. There you go. There. Cyberpunk. Yeah. And yeah, this is like a different time too. Usually I'm on Sunday, but now we on the Saturday slot now. That's nice. And yeah, there's gonna be a lot of interaction in the stream, so it's gonna be fun. I hope you guys give me suggestions. Hmm. Oh yeah. So hold on. Actually, I gotta check something. Uh, let's see. Just checking some stuff. Yeah. So 1 second actually. Forgot to open something up. Uh. Yeah. And I also have some submissions from people. So yeah. Sorry. There we go. Yay. Bu- 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 Oh, hi Shadowbean. Yeah, so we had a special, like a special giveaway in our anniversary stream, but sadly, time's passed. Duh, duh, duh. There. Doodle a little bit. Yeah, and today's pretty nice. It's a sponsored stream, but I'll be talking about that more later. Hi, Mr. Hafsat. Hello. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's just about time to start. Sorry, I was like going over some stuff. Ooh, okay, I saw a question. Applying for the spring term for mentorship, but you don't have a webcam. Yeah, that's fine. I think the most important thing is that you could communicate because students aren't really obligated to turn on their camera or their mic. As long as you could communicate what you want to communicate, that's what matters because, we're here to help you out. And if you don't have a webcam, that's fine. You know, you could, if you have a mic. I think a mic is like the best, in my opinion. Really? I added everybody on Discord. I added the live stream people. So maybe get the tag, get the role, so that you get notified next time. But that's enough of that. Enough yapping. I just wanna welcome everyone to the stream. For today, we'll be doing a cyberpunk landscape, and usually we do a poll before these streams, and what won the poll is a cyberpunk garden. So we'll be drawing that today, and it'll be a lot of fun. So, in case you guys didn't know, our mission at Wing Canvas is to make art education easily accessible to everyone. Join us for free live stream lessons every week. And we're not just a YouTube channel, we're an online school of illustration, helping art nerds turn their passion to income. And if you're an art nerd, be sure to check out our Discord, where you could find the notes and the artwork from the stream. So if you want the file, it's right there. Or not the file, but the photo. And we also have art challenges and other resources to help you improve your art. And I also want to thank our incredible patrons and our YouTube members for supporting our mission. So YouTube members, they could chat with instructors, see video drafts before they're released, and Patreon members can level up their artwork with classes, Q&A, and live critiques and personal support like draw-overs from instructors. Yeah. Here we go. Yay. And there. Alright. So I guess let's just start. Let's just get started. I can't speak. There we go. And maybe I'll hide this. Alright. So, cyberpunk landscapes. So I wanna go over the full process today of drawing a landscape with you guys, and I think it'll be more fun to ask you guys for what you guys want. For example, 1 point or 2 point perspective, or like where to place stuff. So yeah, just go ham and chat. And for now, you know, when I begin my landscapes, I like to start off with thumbnails. And for thumbnails, you know, they're like a nice way to get an idea of your background drawing. Because a lot of the time, you know, students, they just kind of like, or people just sort of jump in to like a background, and then they just draw it. And it's kind of more overwhelming if you do it that way. Yeah, I'm gonna show the monthly art challenge for today. Yeah, for sure. Oh, and speaking of that, like stuff I also needed to talk about, I forgot to say this is a sponsored stream. Whoa, sponsored stream. Thank you, XP Pen. So that's what I was trying to think of. I was like, oh, I forgot. I was supposed to say something. But yeah, we'd like to thank our sponsor, XP Pen, who have an awesome selection of digital art tablets for beginners and advanced artists. So if you're looking for an affordable and reliable digital tablet, go to their store. You'll find the link in the description of the stream. So yeah, that's what I forgot to say. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, Discord, you know, it's a nice community. You know, people like sharing art all around. It's nice. People chatting. Wasn't about. Yeah, there you go. And actually, I want to put up a poll right now. I want to ask chat. 1 point or 2 point perspective. 1 second. 1 point. 2 point. There we go. So yeah, look down, chat. We have a poll, and the reason why is because we've already had a bunch of streams talking about 1 point, and for 2 point, we do talk about it, but it's mostly in the technical sense and never really in, applying it. So let me know if that's something you guys want to see. Let me know in the poll. Because for perspective, I think a lot of the time, people struggle with applying it. Like people get it. I think most of the time they get like, there's like a vanishing point, and then you draw from those vanishing points. But a lot of people kind of struggle with actually putting it to use. Yeah, it's hard, right? Really? Audio check again? Okay, just in case, I'll be speaking because I do I do speak kind of softly as well, so it might be I might be part of the problem too. So audio check. Am I too silent? Let me know, chat. Let me know. Also, I got up in my mic too, just in case. Yeah. It's better now? Yeah. Yay. Okay, I'll give it a few more seconds because before I continue, I wanna like get the verdict. And it seems like people are leaning towards 2 point. That's good. Yeah, I like 2 point. There we go. Thank you. There you go. So you know what? I'll just end the poll. So this is like an early bird. It's called early bird benefit for people. Yay. Yay. 2 point, won by landslide. There we go. So now it's time to talk about it. I want to give a little bit of context before I start drawing with 2 point. So an easy way to tell if something is 2 point is if the diagonals taper towards like a different point. So for example, this one, you can see that if I extend it, it ends up in like a point, which is a vanishing point. And then the other one, if you follow it right there, it also tapers towards a vanishing point. And then I'll draw the horizon line here. There you go, horizon line. So you can see that you could draw it backwards as well. So drawing it backwards kind of helps you understand the concepts of perspective. And let me draw this with darker colors actually. There we go. And oh, let me good. There we go. That's a really important concept because I think a lot of the time people start off with the horizon line and then they decide the vanishing point and then they draw the cube. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I just want to give you guys more options, give everybody more options to draw and sort of think about perspective. Let's see. Yeah, 1 point is definitely easier to find because of this next point that I want to talk about. Another thing about 2 point is that the only thing that's perfectly like straight up is the vertical lines. So notice how if I extend the vertical lines, they're all parallel, meaning that they'll never ever meet, compared to this one where they taper because they're converging towards the vanishing point. But vertical lines, in 2 point perspective, they just keep going. And of course, in 3 point perspective, of course, eventually they do taper to 1 point. But yeah. And then for 1 point, just to describe the difference, only one part of the diagonal will meet towards a vanishing point. There's only one, as you can see. And hence the name, 2 point perspective, because there's two of them. There's one, there's two. And then in 1 point, there's only one that it refers to. The vertical lines and the horizontal lines are parallel. or 1 point. That's like the main difference. Easy peasy. So now we're all on the same page. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm doing perspective tonality practice. That's nice. I'm kind of curious what you mean by tonality, Mr. Half said. Do you mean like the atmosphere? I'm kind of curious. And also, I just like, there's another thing I like about streams is that sometimes people work on stuff on the side while I work on my stuff. Yeah. Yeah, is it like a value study? Exact. There. And there. Okay. You. There we go. Okay, so maybe I'll put away these little doodles actually. Oh, values. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna talk about that in the coloring part, actually. So, we'll do that later. Okay. Let me just... Getting some notifications that I'm closing. There we go. Alright. So, now that we know 2-point perspective, and that, like, the basics of it, let's just start. Yank. Yank. Okay. And... there we go. Okay, so we're designing a garden, and I think I want to start off with, like, some sort of seat. So let's see. Yank. Think, yeah, that's another thing too, yeah. Look for some reference photos. But for me, sometimes I like to just start off drawing and then look for references after, you know, because sometimes you kind of have a vibe you want to go for, and then you don't want it to interfere with how you draw. There. And then when you draw, you know, it's best to start with like a simple shape for now. So I was thinking that this is a bench. Right there. There. Actually, maybe that's a little bit too, what's it called? Too tapered, I think. There. And there. And there you go. And did I draw? I did. There we go. Put this on the side. So when you're starting off with the background, it's good to have one thing that you want to focus on, sort of. There. And for this one, I was thinking of like a low angle because, you know, I want this to be like a garden, and then on the background is all like the city and what's it called? All the skyscrapers. Yeah. Hello. There you go. Yeah. I did mention it earlier. After these thumbnails, I do want to talk about the submissions because I feel like it's a lot better to just talk about the basics first before that. Yeah. Yeah, and you can see that the way I'm drawing this background, I'm not really drawing from a reference point just yet. I'm kind of just eyeballing it, you know? Because remember, the simple concept is that they're supposed to taper towards 2 vanishing points. And right now I'm guesstimating. So you can see that this one it's like heading towards a vanishing point somewhere. And also this one, you know, it's heading towards a vanishing point somewhere too. There. Yeah, and the important part is that most of it kind of follows along, you know? So, right? You're kind of aiming for like, what's it called? A vanishing point somewhere, and then you'll fix it after. That's like the best way to do a, what's it called? A thumbnail. There. And let's see. There. And there. Or maybe, trying to think of what would be cool. I think maybe there's like a tree here. Nah. There. Yeah, that's true. What Joe said. Let us know if you like struggle with something, and I'll try to get to it. Ooh, have I ever participated in an art contest? I'm trying to think. I wouldn't say it's a contest, but I have submitted my art in places before. There. There. Oh, and here's another important part of designing any thumbnail is just draw. You know, don't worry about like getting the details and stuff just yet. Just draw. Kind of not vibing with this. Maybe I'll get rid of that. Actually, there you go. Yeah, it was just a forced submission because there's this one VTuber, it was her birthday, and then she wanted like, or not her, but like the fans wanted to put together like a collection of art, and I submitted mine. But I've never really been into an art competition. There you go. Doink, doink. Okay, maybe I'll try like another one. I think. I'll try the opposite way where kind of draw from. Hold on. Oh, oops. There we go. Yeah, everyone, hey, say hi to Kevin. There you go. Oh, hold on, I gotta check something. There. Okay, sorry, I had to check something real quick. There. Oh, and another thing I wanted to talk about is the horizon line right here. So the horizon line is actually super important when you're drawing backgrounds because it's what decides the height of your what's it called? Of your scene. So for example, if I like lower it like this, it means you see more of like a high angle, you know? It feels like you have to look up everything because there, hold on. If I try to taper it to like the vanishing point or the horizon line, it seems pretty like high up, you know, like it's perfect for making angles where you have to look up objects. And then on the other hand, if you draw one where horizon line is like really high up, like this, so you can see that if I try to connect it like that and like that, oop, you can see that this one is perfect for more high angles, you know, like the ones where you can see the top of the building, like that. So I think we're gonna go for like a more neutral one, like somewhere down the middle, so that we could draw both the sky and, you know, the ground. We want to focus on that. Let me drink some water. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what would be like one to add. I think. Okay, so first I'm gonna decide the horizon line right here. And after I try out this thumbnail, I might go to the student submissions, or not the student submission, the what's it called? Monthly challenge submissions. What I meant to say. There we go. So maybe I'll lower it like right here. And then I'm gonna try to guesstimate there and there. So I still want to do like the bench idea. So like here. Yank, yank. Just like that. And then maybe like there's a tree behind there. Maybe some sort of pond. Ooh, a hover bench? Yeah. We could. Or maybe let's see. How would I make a hover bench? It'd be like that. Or maybe. There you go. And there. Yeah. We have a bunch of other streams where I do talk about it more in detail. You know, like the how to draw backgrounds without the grid. So you could add that as well to your videos to help you draw backgrounds. Okay. And there. And then I was thinking like right here. So I'll try to draw like some buildings here. And there. I think. And maybe some bridge right here. Make it feel fancy. Or maybe I'll put a tree right here probably. And this is what your thumbnail should look like, you know, like it's not very detailed, not like what's it called? Overdone, and it just gets the important details right. And another thing I saw for really nice lights in gardens is they put like this ring light around the trees. It's kind of like a halo. Kind of seen those around, so maybe I want to do that too. There. And maybe I'll do like a fancier design for a building. Yeah, and you can see that designing what's it called? Designing stuff is much easier with cubes. There. And there. Yeah. There. And then I'm trying to think of like what's really cyberpunky. There you go. And there. What is another cyberpunk element? I'm trying to think. Because I think a lot of the lighting will really help like sell the feel for later once you get there. There you go. And some like cars. There you go. Then I'm gonna try to like adjust it. Yeah, more or less like that. Yeah. There we go. And there. Yay. Yeah, I think before we work on some more thumbnails, a lot of hologram billboards is also pretty nice. Yeah, I'll do that. That's a good idea. And then maybe some like trash cans. There. Oh yeah, here's another piece of advice actually for everybody. Whenever people draw from perspective, you know, it's kind of true that most things do follow the vanishing point if you trace it. But sometimes, some things are just offset, you know, so they don't follow the same vanishing points. So for example, if I drew this trash can example there, so you can see that if I trace the vanishing point right there, you see that the vanishing point for this trash can is different. It has a different set. So this is because not everything is like perfectly in line with each other. You know, it's not like Minecraft, where everything has a system, or Lego, where everything clicks into place, right? So sometimes things could have their own vanishing point. So you have to decide if that makes sense for you. For example, this bench and this building, they could have like a different set of vanishing points if you want to. But then if you want to keep it symmetrical, they should share the same like vanishing point. So for example, like this one, now I kind of want it to line up. Right? Because, you know, something as random as like a trash can doesn't really need to line up with the thing. There you go. I mean, 3D wallpapers aren't so bad sometimes, you know, if it's like a different art style, you could think of it. Because 3D is an art form that's like, it's a little bit different from drawing, I guess, the way you make it. But some of the stuff carries over, you know, like the colors and how you decide the composition and all that. Yeah. Yeah, before we continue, I did want to talk about the student submissions. So let me look for the notes of those submissions real quick. Where is it? Nope. Where is it? There it is. Yay. Alright. So, let me move to there. There you go. Just in case everyone didn't know, the theme for this month is future fantasy. And every month we have a different theme. So be sure to check out our Discord if you want to see the themes and submit your artwork. And this one is by KL Digital Arts. So thanks so much for submitting. And they said this is their first time posting here. And this is a drawing they made a while ago, but it fits the theme. And I totally agree. Like, look at the detail work on the armor and the hollow wings, yeah. Like the holographic wings, it's so cool. And the colors are super nice. You know, you got some warm colors and then contrast with like the blue armor. I think everything about the colors and like the design is perfect. It's so nice. And it looks so satisfying. It looks so satisfying to paint the armor. So that's what I'm looking forward to in the stream later, is the coloring. It's gonna be cool. And all the little highlights of yellow is also perfect because blue and yellow, you know, they're pretty complementary colors. So that's nice. Yeah, exactly. It is the perfect application of complementary colors for sure. I agree. And it's also warm and cool. So it's really, really nice. Again, thanks for submitting. This is excellent. Very, very good stuff. And then this is for Tricks. There. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, thanks for submitting, Tricks. Tricks the Mimic. And what they said is they did some perspective and they mostly did a secret lab with the main villain in the test tube. So it's their OC. Yeah. And this is perfect because they took an inspiration from Cyberpunk. So pretty pretty perfect for today's stream. And this is also 2-point perspective right there. So you could see that it's set up really, really nicely. And this kind of inspired me to try like a thumbnail actually before I continue on with hours. And I really like the moody lighting. All the squares, all the panels in the background. And there's like the silhouettes in the background, you know? So I feel like if I had to comment something, I would want the drawing to be a little bit closer towards the test tube because they are the main focus after all. So that's my suggestion. Yeah. Thank you so much, Trix. And then last but not least, we have Silver Moon. So let me jump to that artwork. Yoink. I was gonna groove. What I thought. Yeah. So this is a nice mix of like future fantasy because I really like the design. You know, like it is the perfect mix between future and fantasy. You know, because usually creature design is associated with fantasy, I guess, most of the time. Because I think when people think of future or sci-fi, they think of technology. And yeah, I like her whiptail and then that armor. So yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, right? And all like the textures, like the blue textures, pretty cool. But yeah, that's it for our Discord submission. So thanks everyone for submitting. And back to the drawing. There you go. There. All right. Yeah, it does become robot design. Okay. There. And then Hue. Merge. So I'm just gonna shrink these down. And honestly, I tell everybody this in class, but this is the part where you should really, like, take your time, you know? Like, don't worry about coloring just yet. As long as you make it work composition-wise, that's what matters the most. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try something again. And let me sort my layers, actually. Okay. Let me... You... Yeah. That's exactly it, because you don't want to be like working hard at a drawing and be like dreading it because like I invested so much time in it. I might as well just keep going. It shouldn't be a slog, honestly. So give yourself that space to start over, you know, whenever you need to. Mhm. I'm trying to think of what would be like a good called composition. Maybe this time. Because I'm trying to think of the elements I like. So I like that there's a background with the buildings, and I like the bench being the focus. So I'm trying to think of like how I could spice it up. Because otherwise I might just go with this, but I don't want to. Yeah, exactly. So a thumbnail is testing, not refining. That's true, Jervina. So okay. Maybe this time I want to try like, because what I want is like a pond. That's what I was thinking of. I really want the pond to be like more visible. So maybe I'll try to draw something where like a little bit, or see a little bit more of the ground. But I'm trying to think of like how to draw a bench at like that angle. Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah. His feature. Actually, it's the opposite, Mr. Half said. Thumbnailing is fixing the problems for your future self. Because you're setting it up, you know? Skip thumbnailing for background and I regret it because I'm trying to figure out where to place things, right? So, yeah. Or you know what? Okay, I don't want to like... Maybe... I'm trying to think of like a good cyberpunky. There. Because I always like default to having having it be like that. The bench on the side. Let me look up some like photos actually. Take some inspiration. I just typed in Google what's it called? Garden. Yeah, you know what? I think just so I don't overthink it, I'll just stick with this one, but I'll modify it a little bit. So, with you, copy paste. Because I do want to stick with this, but I'm sort of not happy with it still. There. And there. There's something about it that is missing for me. Yeah, there we go. Hmm. But yeah, what would you guys add? What would chat add? Let me know. Because I'm trying to think. Maybe like another tree. Maybe some bushes. There. And sometimes the best way to really just ooh, a robot tending to the plants. True, we could do that. Yeah, the best way to practice backgrounds is to just do it, and because I think a lot of the time people who aren't familiar with backgrounds have the opposite problem. You know, they don't want to start it, and thumbnails kind of just do a great way of, or they give you a great opportunity to just do what you want to do without overthinking it. Ooh, okay. I guess here's some advice for getting trees into perspective. So for example, let's say I have a cube right here. I just want to start off with this 2-point perspective. Yank, yank. And there. So this is why cubes are the best, because they describe everything pretty nicely. Because, you know, if you think about this cube, right? It gives you all the sides you need. So this is the left side, this is the front side, and the top, and the bottom, and the back side right here, and then the right side. So the way this cube will help you draw trees is you're like, okay, if I draw the tree like this, at this angle, you could see that here, you would be able to see the bottom side right here. So now when I draw the tree, it'll be like this. Then, when I pass down here, there, obviously I wouldn't be able to see the bottom of the roots, so it'll be like this. So there, and there. So if I try to kind of put a bounding box on it, you know, I could see the left side of the leaves and the bottom side of the leaves, and right there. So you could sort of use the cube as like a guide. There you go. Yeah, overgrown vines and moss. Yeah, true. We could do that actually. Yeah, what time is it? Yeah, yeah, actually. I'm trying to think if I should focus on coloring too. Maybe I'll do that later. Okay. So let me check something real quick. Robot. Maybe I kind of just want to add like somebody on the bench. There. Or maybe this bench is too big actually. Yeah. There. And there. I guess one thing I forgot to mention that is really important for perspective is that the horizon line is actually your line of vision, you know. I know I've explained this a lot in other videos, but I just like to explain it for people, you know? Or it's like a camera right there. Because remember, everything above the horizon line, you see the bottom of it, and everything below the horizon line, you see the top of it. And the reason for that is because if you look at it from the side view, right, this is your eye, this is the cube. So of course you would see the bottom of it, right? This is the bottom. Let me highlight it. You would see it. And then, of course, you'd see the top of the box. Because if you look down, you see the top of it. So that's another helpful tip Hmm. Complete. There we go. Yeah, I probably won't add a bush there. Yeah, and another thing why as much as I'd love to spend like a lot of time on the thumbnails, I know I gotta stream, so sadly I gotta rush some of the parts. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of. There. There you go. And there. There. But yeah, the reason why I wanted to talk about the Horizon Line thing is because the horizon isn't necessarily the horizon. It's actually just your line of vision. So that's why I like to call it the eye line a lot better than the, the horizon line. But it's more common, you know, it's more common that people know it as the horizon line. So I don't want to confuse people. Yeah. I think. Yeah, I kind of like this composition already. It's like a juxtaposition, you know, like the other half is like all kind of naturey. And on the other side, the building, it's all like the very background, it's all cyberpunk, futuristic. The horizon line, yeah, I like that. There we go. Yeah. Also, I just realized. Look at this. Look at how I put the. Look at how I put the billboard. I did not intend this. I swear. What? What the heck? I didn't even realize till like I drew it. Okay. I kind of want to keep that now, like subliminal, subliminal messaging. There you go. There. So there's like building. He is ever present. Everywhere I look, I see his face. There you go. Kind of like that. I'll keep that. My gosh. Yeah, you know what? Because I'm really excited to color. I'll do this. I'll just stick with. I'll just stick with this design. I don't want to overthink it. I want to get to coloring because that's like the most exciting part. I'm trying to think of like where I could put some flowers, but there you go. Yeah, I'll keep it like this. But yeah, before I like finalize it, you guys have any more like suggestions you wanna do? Yeah, and what Joe said, you know, be sure to stay till the end. We'll be announcing the winners. Yeah, from our anniversary stream. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, and actually, what's it called? One of the winners like donated their win back, so it's pretty nice. Somebody got a re-roll, and it's really just like a what's it called heads up. So for the three winners, nice. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. Yeah, fluffy trees. Maybe I want to lower the tree a little bit, actually. There. And just so I can see the top more. There. Yeah. Yeah, what I kind of wanted to do was that there was lights underneath the pond. So that's why I was like trying hard to figure out like a nice composition. But for now, this is the best I can do, I guess, in like half an hour or more. Yeah, I think. And there. Okay. And then I'm gonna make it nice. I'm gonna resize it now. Right here. There we go. Like that. So in digital, you know, that's the nice thing about it. You just have to make the overall thumbnail bigger. You just transform it. There you go. And we need some water. Gosh. There you go. Yeah. And I'm trying to think if there's anything I missed. Yeah, I think this should be good. Yeah, I guess as a little recap, you know, I only followed the basics of 2-point perspective. While I was sketching it, the thing I kept in mind is that they're just supposed to taper towards a vanishing point while I was drawing. So that's the thing I kept in the back of my head. Instead of being like, oh, like I gotta follow the lines, and it's like kind of a pain. No, for me, for now, I just guesstimated more or less. There you go. Because, you know, the way I drew it, it's kind of like aiming, you know, like, for example, maybe I'll draw like another cube from here. There you go. Kind of like you're aiming. There you go. For it like there. Because like if I extend it, boop, and then boop, more or less. And then if I extend this, boop, boop. There you go. So it's like a good skill to learn. Yeah. For Nizen's question, I do go over animal anatomy if students ask for it. So we do have a bunch of like different lessons each class, but I get to what the students want, you know. I like to what's it called? Accommodate. But if we have a course, I think if you want a specific one, a mentorship is the best because you could ask for specific curriculum made for you. So that's the nice thing about membership. But we also talk about what the students want in classes too. So yeah. Okay, enough yapping. I'll put down some color now, because I think this is another part that students kind of struggle with. So there. First of all, there. Just gonna decide the mood, and I kind of want it to be. Trying to think. Oh, let's see. I want to do a poll for everybody. I want to ask what colors you guys want to use. Colors? Teal, pink, or what is like another... What is like another... Oh, cyberpunky. Oh, there you go. Red. Let's heal. And then... purple. There you go. There we go. Yeah, so there's a poll in the chat. So let me know what colors you guys want to use for this one. Stretch. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's right, Lord Rings. So that prize is going back in the pool. So yeah, stay tuned to see if you made it. Yeah, garden. Ooh, look at that. Purple and yellow kind of overtaking. Because I think purple and yellow is another rare combination I don't see too often. Yeah. So let me... I guess while we chat about it here, let me try out some... what's it called? Some examples of that. So purple and yellow would look like this. There you go. Or maybe not too purple. Maybe a little bit more bluish. Maybe like that, like golden colors. Like this. Or teal and red would probably look like this. So we got teal. And then some red. It's kind of a more sinister feeling, sorta. There, red. But that is a pretty cyberpunk, what's it called? Color scheme. There. Because I do want it to be at night. Kind of like the Nintendo Switch, now that I look at it. Nintendo Switch color scheme. Yeah, I'll give it a few more seconds. Yeah, go vote in the poll. And then last but not least, we got teal and pink. That one's a classic. There you go. This classic cyberpunk sort of vibe. There we go. There you go. Yeah, you know what? I'll just end the poll now. There you go. Purple and yellow. That's the winners. That's our winners right there. Yay. Okay. So let's work with it. Yellow. And purple. Yeah, because I want this to be like nighttime. There we go. And there. And I want the lights to be all gold. Right here. And there. So this is a good way to start your drawings or your paintings, is to really set up the background color first, like the overall colors, because I think a lot of the time well, it's not really a mistake. I'd say it's something that makes your life a lot harder, is they have like gray or some color, and then they try to color it in nighttime, for example. Maybe they're like, okay, like I'll color this building. So obviously it'll be dark. But then once you put down the background, you can see how bright it actually is. And now you have to like adjust it and like darken it to actually fit in. So that's why it's always better to put even just like this, you know, like a flat color that sort of decides the vibe. Yeah. Always start off with that. Or I'm trying to think actually, what if I did the opposite? Where, let me try this. Where everything, the bright light is purple, and then the dark is yellow. There we go. I kind of like... Yeah, I kind of like the garden being purple, so I'll stick with that. Alright. Yeah, it'll just take time. You know, you'll get there. Trust. Okay, so now I kind of want this garden to be like purplish in color. So what I did is I had green, for example, but I didn't press like really hard like this. I pressed really lightly to sort of mix it with like the purple. And then I color pick it. This is a really important part. You color pick it. So that now, you know, when you press really hard, it's the color you want it to be. There. And there. You could pretty much do this with a airbrush as well, with an airbrush. So like you touch it up a little bit like that, and you color pick it, and then bam, you know. There you go. Okay, let's see what chat is saying. And yeah, no need to apologize if you're not too active in chat, cause yeah, just put this in the background. Just do your stuff. And there. Nah, you don't need to be in the Discord. You just need to go on our community and comment and vote. Technically, anybody could vote. Anybody who just sees the post could vote. There, there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, so now I want to put down like some tree colors. There we go. Ooh, I really like this purple tree sort of vibe. There. And there. Here. And then I'll make some cherry blossoms right here. Or maybe just some like nondescript pink tree. Maybe not a cherry blossom. This is nondescript pink tree actually. There. And there. Doot, doot. And there. There we go. And the way I layered it, just so you guys know, is I have this grass, I have the leaves, and then the tree trunks on top. I'm trying to see. It kind of looks better right now without the what's it called? Without the line art, because right now it's just a multiply layer. Maybe I'll try to color it actually. There's another technique I like to do. And there we go. Maybe add some blue or something. Yeah, blue would be kind of nice. Blue. Multiply layer. There we go. And then, trying to think. Maybe for this, I want like the bushes. I want the bushes to be like slightly darker, like that. Halloween vibes. I think if it were Halloween vibes, there'd be a lot more orange. I think. There. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it without the line art, but I'll figure it out after. We'll see. And then maybe I'll color the buildings now, so that I could finally add some life to it. So there you go. There. And oops. There you go. There. So I'm just making layers, extra layers, so that makes life easier to sort out like that. Okay. So I was thinking of like adding some highways or something. Okay. Maybe I'll make it a steel bench. There you go. And then I'll add in the yellow afterwards. Yank, yank, yank. There you go. Yeah, hello. Welcome. Okay. Oops. You know what? Actually, I'll just color the pond so that it doesn't bleed under. There we go. And I think, maybe I'll just lower the opacity a lot. What time is it? Okay, just double checking. There we go. Then we have that. Gonna add some gold. Right here. So gold in the background. Yeah, you could see this color sketch, you know, it's pretty rough, I would say. You know, it's very messy. There. And there. Okay, I kind of feel like turning off the multiply layer. It's done its job. There. So yeah, right now, you know, it's not the cleanest because we're still working on the deets. But that's how it goes. It's your job to stick with the drawing. Stick with the drawing and keep going, and we'll make it nice. Oh. Color pick. Okay, I'm gonna fix you. Yeah, there's something about the colors a little bit off. That's okay. You erase. There we go. One more purple. And the important part for this one, you know, is as I'm just putting down the base colors, and then afterwards I'll add in the lighting to make it all pretty. Yeah, that sounds nice too. Just doing some, what's it called? Some studies, I guess, since it's nice and chill sketches. There we go. Then I'm gonna add some, just a little bit, shadow. Let me see. Yeah. There we go. Then it should get smaller. Right here. Yay. I kind of don't like the hover chair idea now. I kind of want it to just be on the ground. Let's see. Let's see if it works a lot better. There. Nah. I'll keep it. Oh, I'm using mouse and keyboard. Yeah, I think I would really suggest getting a tablet as soon as possible because, you know, professionals, they use pen and tablet. So unless you want to stick with mouse forever, I think you should just get a tablet. And there's a video on that Jesse did, so you could check out what kind of tablet is good for you. Yeah, that's true. I want to use a mouse. It's more for vector art, which is like making, what's it called? Making logos and stuff. There we go. Kind of want to go for like a more bluish color. And then I think for the railing, let's see. Yeah, it's like around here. Okay. There we go. Then there we go. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it, you know, this one. Just eyeballing the guardrails. And I think it could give it like sort of a glassy feel, but I'll do that after. Probably a finishing touch. Alright. Right, I wanted to add the you. Then you. Yeah, and honestly, this is sorry if I've been quiet because this is kind of the part where, you know, you kind of lock in. You just kind of lock in because you've done all the thinking, you know, the heavy lifting, and now it's just just coloring, you know? You just work on it, I think. Mhm. Yeah, it's true. You could get your hand injured, so gotta gotta take care of that too. Because I think using your mouse for too long and clicking and holding could really give you carpal tunnel. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend. That's why I don't recommend mouse for prolonged clicks. You know, like when you hold and click. And I don't mean to scare you. It's not like ooh, like oh my gosh. It's like if you do it for like 20 years or something. Like it's not like immediate. It's like an overtime sort of thing. Hmm. Kind of want the grass to be more purple actually. There we go. That's a lot better, I think. Oh, actually no. Maybe there. Yeah. Yeah, because I kind of want it to be sort of split between the two, you know, like they got these nice buildings that are like in yellow lights. There we go. Yeah. I actually draw with my whole arm, in case you guys didn't know. So little sketches, like for example, if I do these, I'm using my wrist. But for this like big slab of building, I'm actually using my elbow to swipe. I'm not using my wrist. So what I mean by that is I'm dragging my elbow down, you know? And my elbow down to the oh, excuse me. Dragging my elbow down my tablet. There we go. And there. And then you and you. Yeah, this is how I like to pick my colors, is I like to start off with like a base color, and the base color is pretty much the color where it's not affected by lights or shadow or anything. And then I mix it in, kind of like a painter would traditionally, with like a little bit of yellow. So, and the reason why I picked yellow is because yellow lighting. Excuse me. And I think now that I look at this grass, I think it's a little bit too gray now actually. Let me add some green back. There you go. So yeah, it's like a back and forth. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, actually, going back to the drawing health thing, you know, it's why a lot of artists prefer screenless tablets over screen tablets that have, you know, it's kind of like an iPad basically. They prefer the ones without the screen because it forces them to have proper posture while while sitting down. So yeah, it's called it's the thing. I think I need to add more buildings. Hmm. Maybe I won't add this thingy. Alright. There we go. Yeah. There. Kind of want to add like more parts to this building. Like that. Yeah, so again, I think it's a lot more freeing this way because, you know, this is technically 2-point, but I'm loosely following it. So I just want to be more free with how I make my buildings here. But I'm still like loosely following, you know, the concept of 2-point. There. And there. And then let's see. Maybe I'll add one at the back. Maybe. Okay. There we go. There. So this is why I like brushes where if I press lightly, I have less color. So all you really need for this to replicate this style is a brush that has opacity and the color picker. So you can pretty much do it in any software. This isn't like some fancy magic brush. I just use some pretty basic stuff. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's true. That's another thing you're missing with mouse and keyboard is the pressure sensitivity, which is pretty nice, I gotta say. There you go. Then now it's time to spice things up a little. Oh, oops. Right, I put this on a separate layer. There. Maybe I'll make it a clipping layer just in case I don't like it. Add some nice yellow flowing from there. And I wanted the light to be coming from below. There we go. Actually, you know what? I kind of like it. Like this. There we go. Look at that. Wow. Ooh, the winners? We still haven't announced them. We're gonna announce it at the end. There. So stay tuned. Stay tuned, TM. There. Ooh, do you use reference when making art, or do you just get a blast of inspiration when you draw it? That's a good question. For me, I kind of just have a vague idea. So for example, this all started because I was like, I want to draw a bench. I want to draw a bench with like a cyberpunk background. So that was the main idea behind this one. Because literally, before the stream started, I had no idea what I was gonna do. So that's like a good way to start your drawings, is to have a simple concept. You know, like my simple concept was this, you know. And then, where are my thumbnails actually? Let me put this in a folder. Yoink, yoink. I should save, actually. I haven't saved in a while. And then I started off like this. So I was like, okay, I'll start off with the bench. So I drew the bench. And then I was like, okay, this angle's kind of dumb. I don't like this. And so I tried this angle. So, yeah. Where you look for, or not where, but when you look for references, it kind of depends, you know. But what I would really recommend is you have an idea, a simple sentence. Be like, oh, a pond with frogs in it. And then try to draw a pond with frogs in it. And then if you're like, this idea is kind of like, it needs a little bit more work, that's when I would look for reference. So yeah. Just, that's when I would recommend putting down some. There you go. Yeah, because I think a lot of the time, what they do, what some artists do is they're like, oh, like let me look for some reference because it's important, and then they scroll, they doom scroll Pinterest for 5 million years, and then they're like, okay, I don't want to draw anymore. I just doom scrolled Pinterest for an hour, so I'm gonna go now. So something you gotta be careful about. And let's see. You. And there. Look at that. Wow. Some nice gold. So this is why I like to build it up as well. You see that? There. Beep, beep. It's going pretty well. Thanks for asking, Ezekiel. Okay. I guess for that one, that's understandable, you know, because obviously you don't know every single detail of your favorite VTuber or your favorite YouTuber. So that one makes sense, like that sort of reference. But sometimes, you know, people look for reference for inspiration. So that's the one where like I sort of have to warn you a little bit about that because you could easily fall into a trap of being in the doom scroll hell. There you go. There. You can see this is why I like painting. This is what I live for. Oh my god, it's so addicting to like place it down and then like mix the colors. It's like super mesmerizing. I can't help myself. There. Okay. I know, yeah. Pinterest. I don't. I only use Pinterest because it's like a common thing, but honestly, I just go on Google, type -AI, and then that's how I go. I roll from there. Okay, close enough. And then actually, I'll merge you together. Let's see. You know what? Since I'm too lazy for now, I'll make a multiply layer. Because what I want to do is like make the top darker. So here's another piece of advice that not everybody thinks of. Because everybody's like, oh, I want to make my drawing brighter. And what they do is they like make it brighter at the bottom. And there's nothing wrong with that. But in reality, you know, if you want something to be brighter, sometimes you make other things darker. So in comparison, it's a lot more bright. So here's the before and after. I added a shadow, right? Bloop. There you go. So don't sleep on that. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. There you go. Yoink, yoink. Okay, I gotta... Before I do that, actually, I gotta pick you. I gotta define the shape a little, so that not confusing. There we go. Perfect. What time is it? Okay. There. Okay, that's enough of the background, I think. There. Okay, yeah, okay. There. Pretty happy with that. Then, for these trees, add some darker shadow to them. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think the main thing why I don't really agree with AI is because it's kind of made just to make money. You know, like there's no other reason other than to like make more money because it makes art faster. Even though it's not perfect, you know, because a lot of people say like, "Oh, I don't like AI because it's ugly," or like, "I don't like it because of this." But for me, I don't like it because I don't know, it's just made for money. Just to make things faster. Like, yeah, there are some good AI, you know, that do help out. But generative AI. Doot, doot. There we go. There. And then I wanted you. Doot, doot. You know what? I'm just gonna merge the trees actually. I'm too lazy to keep them on separate layers now. There. Doot, 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 doot. Can't spell heart without art. Yeah. There we go. There. That being said though, I think if AI gained like sentience, like if it became like alive, I think that'd be nice to robots. I mean, that sounds kind of cool. If they had like their own personality. There you go. I wouldn't be mean to them. Cause I don't know, it feels like a lot of the time they're mean. People are mean to robots. There you go. Beep boop. Yeah, so here's another technique I wanted to talk about as well. There's a, you know, I won't go over it in depth, I guess. I'll just talk about how I use it here. But right now, I'm using contrast. So, put it simply, you know, contrast is the difference between light and shadow. So, for example, this one is pretty high contrast because, you know, you can see that the shadow is really dark and then the light is really bright. But for this one, for example, this one's a low contrast because, yeah, you can still tell that it's light and shadow, but it's kind of hard to distinguish from afar. So high contrast tends to attract a lot of attention. So look at this. If you zoom out, you probably notice this one a lot more compared to this one that's low contrast. So I'm gonna make the garden higher in contrast a little bit. Always saying thank you to ChatGPT, yeah, that type of stuff. It's funny. There you go. Yank. Hold on, actually. Where are you? There we go. Yeah, because I wanted to merge the entire background. Quality shading. We have a video on that. It's how to digitally render. So, or not digitally. How to render materials. Sorry, it's kind of autopiloting. Oh my gosh, that's what I meant to say. And don't worry, I won't forget the billboard. I'm just kind of adjusting it at the moment. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, say thank you just in case. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I never really used ChatGPT because I don't know. I could just Google it. There we go. Let's see. There. Okay, I'm trying to see if I'm overdoing it. I think I'm overdoing it. Yeah. Try not to focus on mixing too much. Nope. Let's see. There. And there you go. Boop, boop, boop. And then here. And then later on, I can't wait to add the purple lights. So that's what I'm waiting for. But is it time? I'm gonna add like the neon lights right here. Oh. There we go. Like the. There we go. Hi. I guess we're like 3/4 of the way in to the drawing, and we still haven't announced the winners. So I'll announce it at the very end. Okay. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, gradient map, that works too. For me, I never got into gradient maps because I prefer putting down the colors on my own. That's just a me thing, honestly. But maybe make it too dark, actually. And honestly, this, I gotta adjust this. This a little bit wacky looking. There we go. Okay, okay. Or the opposite. There we go. Here. Yay. Doot, doot. Yeah, it's almost been 2 hours, but sadly, it's still not enough time, in my opinion, to like cook up something from scratch, but oh, you know, I work with what I got. Yeah, because technically, I think this landscape could be a lot better, in my opinion, like the composition, but I also want to focus on color and all that. So we gotta take what you can, and then I want to add some lily pads. There, perfect. Maybe. Oh, thank you. There we go. There. And there. Okay, let me see what else is on pond. Let me look up a photo again. Because I have a photo of a pond. Of like a garden. Yeah, maybe I'll put some stone actually. Stone on the thingy. Okay, now it's time for you. Time for some glowy. Maybe not that glowy. Oh, do you have any tips for relying less on line art and just letting loose? That's a really good question. So for me, I kind of let go of line art a while back because for me, either I use the sketch as the line art and then I merge it together, or I just rely on the colors. You know, rely on the colors to do it. And the trick is to remember the shape. You know, so remember the shape and focus on describing the shape with the colors. There you go. Yeah, I'm glad this is a cozy stream, because that's that's what I go for, honestly. Snack and learn. That's right. Now I'm gonna add some there you go. Add some ripples. There you go. I don't know how to make a circle into a character. Oh, we do have a video on that. I'm pretty sure Josh did a stream on that, so... Oh, let's see. Yeah, letting go of line art seems hard for me. Well, excuse me. It's not necessarily, letting go of it completely, because if you look here... Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I still use line art. Technically. I'm trying to think of like a simple way to describe it. But I guess a good start for when you want to do lineless art is maybe use the sketch as like your line art. I wish I could show like a thing right now. I don't stream my screen though. I guess let me try looking for like a file that I have. Work. Maybe I'll use this one. This is like a recent drawing. I haven't posted this yet. Or maybe, you know what? I'll use this one. I'll use this one. That's like an artwork I did. How did I start? Do I have that layer? Where is it? as you can see, he's like a billion layers. There. Trying to look for it. But yeah, I start off with like a sketch still, and then I color it. Where is it? I'm gonna try my best to like walk back on this drawing. And then I add some color to it, and then I merge them together. Hold on, let me like. And then I just kind of clean it up. Like it's just one layer. Or not one layer, but like there's no line art layer. I just kind of. Where is it? Where's another good one? Maybe this drawing's too busy actually. I'll look for like an easier drawing that I did recently. Maybe this one. Look at this. It's Frankie. Oh my gosh, my boy. I haven't posted this drawing yet. But let me see. Let me walk back on this drawing. But at first, let me see. Do I see it? Okay, not this one. Yank. Ah, it's not this one. It's this one. There we go. So I start off with like a sketch like this. And then I add the color. And then it looks like this at first. And then add multiply. And then another multiply to give him a little blush. Because Frankie's really cute. And then there. Add some lighting. And then afterwards, I just merge it all into one layer. So let me try. Let me try looking for it. And then I just kind of paint, you know, like I just do it like this. There's nothing special about it. Let me go back. Cause yeah, you can see that this is all just one layer, and then you can like take off his glasses. Look at this. Wow. So all of this is just one layer because I merge them all together at some point, and then this one. So yeah. I wanted to draw the older Frankie because I love Frankie, and I love the older Straw Hat designs that they did, that Oda did. Yeah, that's like a sneak peek. I haven't shown that drawing yet. I haven't posted it yet. Let's see. What time is it? 12 minutes. Digital art is freaking amazing. I know, yeah, it is. That's why I love digital art. Okay, so I'll add like a little bit of okay. And I don't really use like a special brush. I just use default brushes because it's kind of a headache. Like look for another brush. So I just kind of do my thing. And yeah. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I will. Okay, perfect. Ooh, look at that. Look at how it's like a liminal space. It's like when you clip through a video game and then you see something you're not supposed to. Look at that. There. And is this the background? Yes, it is. Okay. Because now I have it on two separate places. You know, I have the background and then I have everything else. So I'm trying to think if I should merge this all together. Yeah, so here's what it looks like. Oh my gosh, look, what's behind it? It's the thumbnails. Oh my gosh. Oh, Loish? Yeah, I love Loish. Her art is it's so good. It's like cotton candy. Okay, you know what? Since I have 10 minutes left, I'll probably try to merge stuff together now. Okay, there we go. There you go. Now it's in two pieces. Two piece. And then I'll make a glow dodge layer. I'll make it like a lot more vibrant. Maybe there. And I'm using an airbrush now, just to get that vibe. There. And again, I'm not just gonna rely on light, I'll also rely on shadow. So I'll probably like darken this whole place up. Maybe like really dark. Yeah. Then you. Let's see. See how this goes. Now it kind of looks like the it's like the Black Panther, like, it's, what's it called, that dimension he goes to when he drinks the flower. So let's see, it's been a while since I watched that movie. There you go. Glowy water. It's the Wakandan super soldier serum. That one. There. And I'll probably add like glow dodge here too, just to make it nice and brighter. Okay. Ooh, that's kind of nice. There you go. There you go. Wow. Perfect. And then, I got it actually. What if... Okay, I won't make the water too glowy. What if I add it on top? Perfect. Yay. Pink Panther? Nah. Yeah. And it's like, it's not really rocket science, you know? Like, literally I just made everything darker. And then, you know, not relying on just making everything brighter. Okay. Now, so what I'm doing here is I'm erasing parts of the multiply layer that I can make them brighter. That. And like that. Then, I'm gonna erase a little bit of the edge right here so that I could add some, at least some yellow to it so that it looks like they're a part of each other. There you go. There you go. There, some gold coming from the back. There. Just a little bit. And then, okay, I'll probably merge it all together now. Yoink. Yoink. Perfect. Ooh, thoughts on cell shading? It's kind of hard to make my brain click with cell shading. Like, I'm like, I want to blend it. What do you mean? What do you mean it's just flat? I can't help myself. But it is really good though. Like, its benefit is that it's what's it called? It's very simple and it's like very quick. So it's perfect for animation. There we go. Yeah, so this is what I mean. You know, afterwards I merge it all together so that I could, as I realized, you're not blended properly. Oops. Yay. 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 There. Yippee. There we go. And going back here. Yeah, notice how, you know, I haven't zoomed in. Or at least I don't zoom in too much because focusing on the landscape as a whole, I'm not not focusing on the finer details just yet. Purple and yellow. Where is it? Oh, wait, no. You. That's why. Okay, I have my I have my color picker on a different setting that I wasn't supposed to. There. There. And you. Doot, doot, doot. Just like maybe a little bit of yellow. There. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so important to have that base. So you guys basically you guys gotta be based. Wow. Based. So there. Because a lot of the time people like get impatient and they don't uh think about like thumbnails and like don't take their time with color. So it ends up becoming like too there's too much to juggle at the end. So planning ahead, it really saves you the headache for when you get to like the fun part. Because you know what? This is just the fun part. My brain has been turned off because I did all the thinking in the beginning. There we go. Yeah, and I know it seems like it. I'm like, oh, I'm a master, but I'm really not. Like, you guys could do this too, and I really want you guys to just take your time, and like try to understand it. You know, I understand it now. I understand it now. There, and you. So now I'm just adding some edge lights. Yeah, to be honest, this isn't very cyberpunky. It's just the lighting, you know, like fancy lighting. But I think set design wise, I think much to be desired. There's not much to it. Maybe I'll add some like golden. Let me see how it'll look. The billboard. Okay. Just to add some variety, and then maybe I'll use the airbrush. What am I doing? Oh, I just realized. Okay, maybe 5 more minutes. Just there's like 2 minutes left. Oh gosh, I thought I had more time. Yeah, it's what's it called? It's like I think I've seen this, like the ring lights. So they use the trees as like a lamppost. I think it's pretty cool. So there, maybe I'll add some like some white light on there, and then you, and then I think you could benefit from being a little bit more purple. So maybe darker. I'll make the grass a little bit. The grass is more purple on this side. So there you go. And then maybe add a multiply like underneath, because this is a hover chair as established. Right there. There we go. Yay. And then you. Excuse me. Ooh, a steampunk garden. Oh, a steampunk garden would be so sick. Trying to think. Ooh, gears as bushes. Or like flower gears. Be kind of cool. There. Let me see. You. Maybe like add some more. That. And then maybe I'll add some of these. Oh, not that. You. There you go. Hmm. Nah, I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to put the thingies. I don't wanna add windows to these buildings. You guys get it. They're buildings. There. Probably just add add some ads, pretty much. Make them warm. There you go. I wish I could add like flying cars too, but man, there's not enough time. I'm giving myself 3 or 4 minutes. 4 minutes tops, and then oh my gosh, we're gonna announce the winner to the raffle. Wow. Amazing. There. Here. There you go. There you go. Okay. Maybe this is it for now. Okay, I'll merge you. And save. Yeah, giveaway hype. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I got it. Actually, what if I added like little plaque? There we go. Oh, actually, no. I don't like it. Probably just add some like panels or something. There. Close enough. There. Yeah, good enough. Then let's see. I'll probably make the background slightly darker. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm locked in now. So for at least this last few, look at this, lock in. There. And then for you, and also add more shadows. There, look at that. This is close enough. This is it. This is our cyberpunk garden. I wish I could add more flowers and all that, but I really wanted to focus on just the colors, which is so much more important in my opinion. So let me see if we could find it. No, not this one. I guess we don't have it, huh? Is it here? Let me try looking for it. Yeah, this is the problem with like trying to do things fast and not organizing your layers. Kind of get lost. But yeah, this is it. This is our little cyberpunk pond. Let's see actually. Gonna add more grass. Simple as that. But yeah. Okay, so let me double check something. Alright, so I wanted to announce the winners. So again, we have 3 winners. Wow. Oh my gosh. So drum roll please. The winners. Oh, hi, Lycan. Yeah, so our 3 winners are Ryzon and Aztecs. I don't know how to pronounce it. Aztexy. And yeah, I saw you in chat. So you're right here, Aztexy, with the drum roll. And Cali Drop Hat. So those are our 3 winners. Yippee! Okay, so let me write it down with my beautiful handwriting. So we got Rise On and Aesthetic C, or no, I was like, wait a minute. Aesthetic. There you go. And Cali Drop Hat. Cali Drop Hat. Oh, oops. There you go. So those are our 3 winners. There you go. Congratulations. Yay. So, we'll be contacting you shortly in Discord. So, yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. But yeah. Yep. And that's it. So that's all I got for this stream, you know. I hope you guys had a lot of fun because I know I did. I don't know if you guys could tell, but in the beginning I was kind of like, oh my gosh, like my brain, like I'm actually using 100% of my brain right now to like figure out the composition. But then afterwards I'm like, okay, I figured out the composition. You can go back to sleep now. Turn off my brain now and paint. So, yeah, if there was anything I were to give advice on, it's to like spend that time. Like it's really important to spend that time with planning it out and everything. So, don't sleep on that. But yeah, again, we're not just a YouTube channel, we're also a school of illustration. So if you want to join classes, check out our website, which is right next to me. You could take a class with me, with Josh, with Faye, with Jesse, and with Arunia. So we have some talented instructors. And if you want to support us in other ways, you can become a YouTube member for behind the scenes look on our future videos. And for patrons, you get feedback on your artwork. So we'll do draw overs and stuff. And also, if you can't do any of that, I just want to thank everybody who watched, because that's support enough. That's support enough for our channel. Oh yeah, that's all I got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream and have a nice weekend. So yeah, take care everyone. Bye bye. See ya.